father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
From our ZTN studios right here in the heart of Harare, this is Zimpapers Television Network, and we're proudly bringing you the coverage of the Castle Premier Soccer League, proudly brought to you, of course, by Delta Beverages under their banner, Castle bringing it home. And many thanks also to our sponsors for today, Africa Bet. They are on board. My name is Blessing Munatsi, and I'm not alone today. I'm joined by the undisputed heavyweight of sport, Mr. Titch, we call him. Mr. Titch, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Blessing.
Right, we're looking at match day 5 fixtures. We do have 5 fixtures lined up for today. Bulawayo Chiefs take on Tenex. This is at Luveve Stadium. The PC Kariba facing FC Platinum, and Black Rhinos face Triangle at Sakuva Stadium, while Ngezi Platinum Stars are hosting Yada FC at the Buildup Stadium. But our headline match for this afternoon, we are bringing you Harare City, the Sunshine Boys versus Cranborne Bullets. They call themselves the Hurricane.
Yes,
they call themselves the Hurricanes. Looking at these fixtures, Mr. Teach, we have 5 games, and a lot was happening on the transfer market in January. Anything to talk about as we get into this match?
Of course, if we look back to the last match day 4, I think the issue of goals, was a big talking point. Just 10 goals across the 9 games last weekend. So hopefully this time around, we've got 5 games today. Hopefully we'll see at least 10 from those 5 so that we can at least improve on last weekend. But yeah, looking forward to the games that we have lined up for today.
More goals expected. Obviously, last week we had 4 draws. 4 of them being it was 4 nil-all draws.
Five draws, actually.
Yeah. So
nil-all draws. So yeah.
Hopefully we'll be seeing more of the goals happening this afternoon. But notable movements between the two teams. I noticed Harare City, they've lost William Anondo to Caps United. Obviously, they might be feeling that in as far as the goals are concerned. But they also unveiled a number of players in January.
Yeah, quite a few exciting players as well. Assistant coach Tafazwa Masiri came back along with Taurai Mangwiro, who was at Triangle. So I think in the technical department, that's a bit exciting for Harare City. I don't know, based on what we saw last weekend, that no-all draw, hopefully there'll be an improvement, and he has had more time to work with his personnel today.
We do have a full lineup right at the stadium. We do have our commentator, it's going to be Howard Musonza, bringing us the action. We also have Patience Namburo on pitch side, and on standby they will be crossing over to the National Sports Stadium to hear more in as far as how the teams are lining up. But looking at the 2 lineups, Mr. Titch, I noticed also we do have Jinyai Donald for Harare City. He came in from FC Platinum. Also, the other new guy, Donald Mdadi, was also making a return.
Yeah, from Triangle. Yeah.
It looks like a number of players that were coming in, of the 7 or so players that were coming in, they were coming in with their coach. You think maybe it's a relationship with Taurai Mangwiro that they have?
Definitely a relationship with Taurai Mangwiro, and something that we've seen as a trend in our local football. I think we've seen it a lot during this particular transfer window. We've seen players following their coaches to wherever they go. So hopefully we'll have some positive results for Harare City, having worked with those players previously at Triangle. And obviously Donald Jr., I think, is an exciting player coming from FC Platinum. Didn't really get much time to shine whilst at the Champions, but I think when he goes to the Sunshine Boys now, I think he's going to have more opportunity to put his skills on display. And
definitely Emmanuel Mandiranga will be on the spotlight once again to deliver the goals for Harare City. But looking on the flip side, Cranborne Bullets, they do have that exciting striker.
Yeah, they do
Looking
have
at the quarterfinals, they
yes,
beat
yes,
Harare City 2-1.
came off the bench too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Everson Ferremba, he came off the bench last time around in the quarterfinals of the Chibuku Super Cup, and in that time he gave Cranborne Bullets the lead. So if you can get another brace again today, that'll be exciting because it means we'll have goals. Because if you look at Cranborne so far, they have lost twice. In the league so far, conceded twice, both time losing 1-0, 1-0, haven't scored a goal. So I think Everson will be itching and chomping at the bits to try and get off the mark and hopefully give us an exciting game.
Most definitely. Certainly hope that we will be getting to see Ferremba coming to the party once again for Cranborne Bullets. They do rely on him for the goals, and it will be good for us to get more goals like we did say. A notable absentee from the lineup for Cranborne Bullets, Lincoln Jasia.
Lincoln Jasia, a very experienced defender, but he's not in the lineup today. I'm not sure if it's injury or anything, but I would have expected him to start. Kachembere as well is on the substitute, but he's another experienced player. But they've got a lot of young players, and I think Nesbeth Saruchera, the coach, choosing to place his faith in the younger players. So let's see how that works out today.
Most certainly. So we do have 5 matches lined up, like I did highlight. 3 p.m. is the kickoff. Luveve Stadium, it's Bulawayo Chiefs, the Ninjas, taking on Prisons and Correctional side, Tenex. That's at Luveve Stadium. ZPC Kariba host Pure Platinum Play. Hanume Mapeza and crew going to Nyamunga Stadium. Hopefully they will be able to get the goals this afternoon. Black Rhinos take on Triangle. That's in Mutare at Sakuva Stadium. And Ngezi Platinum Stars, Madamburo, taking on Yada. This is going to be at the Buildup. So we will be giving you more action, but we take a breather as we pay the bills.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Coverage of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League, proudly brought to you by Delta Beverages under their banner. Castle, remember, alcohol may be hazardous to your health if consumed to excess. The operation of machinery, they say, is not advisable after the consumption of alcohol. But many thanks to Delta Beverages for the sponsorship of the Premier Soccer League. And we also have Africa Bet online on board this afternoon. And we do have the team that is on the National Sports Stadium. They are on standby right now. Patience Namburo is on standby to give us more. Let's cross over to the stadium.
Before you go to talk to the boys in the changing room, Coach, great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Now, your team has played 4 league games so far in the PSL. Can you say it is ready and settled now to undertake more games?
We are not as bad as people think. We are doing well. It's a matter of time before we start scoring goals. We are doing well as a team, so we are happy with the progress since we are coming from Division 1.
Coach Mangwiro is back at Cranborne Bullets. Does that make much of a difference to you?
We beat them last time. It's still Harare City. We are hoping to beat them again.
And then you were knocked out at the Chibuku Super Cup. Do you think you can you knocked them out at the Chibuku Super Cup. Do you think you can make it 2 out of 2 today?
Like I said earlier, we are very eager to collect our first 3 points. So we are going to fight very hard to make sure we collect 3.
Now, thank you very much, Coach. All the best in today's game.
Thank you so much.
Now, that was Cranborne Blues Coach Nesbeth Choricha saying their team is not as bad as people put it out to be, and today they will prove that they're worth being watched out for. Now, joining me is assistant coach for Harare City, Coach Kaseke. Coach, great to have you back.
Thank you.
Now, your coach, Coach Manguro, has been back in the team. What has changed so far, and what are you doing to turn around the fortunes of the club?
Since every coach has got his own philosophy, his own way of doing things, a lot has changed under Coach Manguro's tutelage.
And then you lost one of your key players, William Manondo, to Caps United. How has that impacted your team?
Well, we have regrouped and we've managed to soldier on without him.
And then when the coach returned, he said he had unfinished business. As an assistant coach and seeing how your team is set up today, what are you promising your fans?
Well, we are promising the maximum points, nothing else other than maximum points.
Now, thank you very much, Coach. All the best in today's game.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Now, that was Harare City Assistant Coach Kaseke saying since Coach Manguro came back, they have improved much in the team, and they're also promising their fans that today is going to be a game that they will love, and they're going to be bringing a maximum points. Now, we are a few minutes from kickoff, so as ZTN, we are going to be bringing this game to your doorstep, inside your house. Call a friend to call a friend, and you can watch the match in your house. We'll catch up at halftime.
This is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle. Father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Right, many thanks, Patience Namburo, Francis Mwinambiri and team. They are at the National Sports Stadium and they were giving us a build-up to today's encounter. We're talking Harare City, the Sunshine Boys taking on Cranborne Bullets. Mr. Titch, we were just talking about the number of goals, that have been, or rather haven't been happening in the Premiership. But on the flip side, if we look, most of the goals that were conceded for those teams that scored high, mainly Ngezi Platinum, FC Platinum, and Manica Diamonds. Three main recipients were on the receiving end, if we want to call them the Father Christmas of the Premier League.
Donated goals with the team that's in action today. 10X considered 11 goals. We also have Wawa, newly promoted, considered 11 goals. And then we also have the other team that's considered 12 goals as well. That's Bulawayo City. So, about 34 goals that have been conceded so far this season coming from those three teams. So, goals have been few and hard to come by. But if you play against 10X, Wawa, Bulawayo City,
it's a chance maybe to get a hat-trick.
It's a chance to get a hat-trick. But so I think the Ninjas of Bulawayo Chiefs, they're playing 10X today. They'll be licking their lips. But 10X also bouncing back and getting their first ever top flight win last weekend. So they'll be confident going to this one. But I'm hoping we actually see goals and the game that's coming today, because Cranborne have been miserly in defense. They've only conceded twice, but both those times they've lost. That was in their opening game against Chicken Inn, and then on match day 3 against Dynamos as well. So hopefully, I don't know, they haven't scored as well, so hopefully we can see some goal mouth action, because that's what the fans at the end of the day want to see when they will come and watch these games. And because these two teams obviously are still searching for that first win of the season, both winless so far this season, hopefully we'll see an open game and an entertaining game, and most importantly, goals.
Right, this is the game for the fans. Remember, you can also watch these games live. All you need is your vaccination card and your ID card and make your way to the stadium. If you are fancying your chances, like Mr. Titch is saying, let's look at this upcoming package, proudly brought up to you by our sponsors. That's Africa Bet, as they give us a breakdown of the odds and the games that are lined up for today on the international front.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, and good afternoon to the Zimbabwean sporting community as a whole. Yes, Africa Bet is very excited to bring you some information about the sporting fixtures that are taking place today on Saturday. I'd like to start giving you some information regarding the English Premier League. Let's have a look at what's happening today. So, we've got a couple of big matches that are taking place. One of the bigger ones is the Manchester United-Watford match, and the favorite to take away at the end of the day is Manchester United. Another very big match taking place is the Everton-Manchester City match. And the odds-on favorite there, of course, being Manchester City. If we have a look at the Spanish league, we can see we've got a couple of very big matches taking place as well today. We have the Atletico Madrid versus Celta de Vigo match. And the favorite, of course, there is Atletico Madrid. One other match to take a good look at is the Getafe Deportivo Alaves match, and the favorite to win the day there being Getafe. Of course, I'd like to inform our gaming community that Africa Bet does offer odds on these matches as well. You are free to take a look at our betting website and have a look at these odds. They will assist you in determining which team is most likely to win at the end of the day. If we have a look at the Italian series, the matches that are taking place this Sunday. One of the biggest matches taking place is the Juventus match versus Empoli Football Club. The favorite to win, of course, being Juventus. Which team do you think will take away the win at the end of the day? Another very big match taking place is the Bologna match versus Salernitana, and the favorite to win there being Bologna. We hope that this information is helpful and will assist you in determining who you think might win these matches, and may assist you in your discussions with your family and friends. Probably help you placing a bet with us if you so choose to do so. Thank you, team, and from us here at the studio and the ZTM team, back to you guys.
All green with some trimmings of white on the sides of the shots there. Some big white numbers at the back. And Harare City and their traditional, is that yellow and blue? well, bordering on gold, but yeah, it's yellow and blue. So now they're being coached by Taurai Manguiro, and he's assisted by Tafadzwa Mashiri. This team was at Triangle in the Southeast Lowville. So let's go through the two teams' lineups, starting with the home team, Harare City. So Kelvin Shangiwa in goal, Hastings Shapusha, Donald Zinyai, Innocent Zambezi, and Spencer Masunda. Those are the four at the back. There's also a place for Wilfried Muvirimi. Jerish Pangra drops down to the bench together with Ben Patrick Musaka and Dinolane Masukuta. But Clive Rupia keeps his place in the starting 11. Of course, there's a new broom there on Taurai Manguiro, and obviously we'll see how it sweeps. But yeah, a couple of those who were regulars have now found themselves on the bench. And going on to Cranborne Bullets, Shelton Jechere, as we get underway here at the National Sports Stadium. Bullets in their ranks have got Douglas Mbewe, one of the experienced players. They Xavier Janatana, Liwa Chibunyu, and Brian Muzondiwa is also in there. Muzondiwa really played well for teams like Caps and FC Platinum, and Wanda Kapinda clears for the Bullets. So on the near sides, a cross will come. Well, not really executed well there by Innocent Zambezi. Going all the way from the back, he's one of the four in that four-man defensive shield for Harare City. Mbewe for Bullets, but it's taken away by the Sunshine Boys. Rupia turns well, but shot too much, and it's taken away by Charlton Jechere. So this is match day 5 in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. Some matches that are on today around Zimbabwe. Blood Chiefs take on Tenax, ZPC Kariba up against FC Platinum. As a chance, and a shot will come through. Oh, poorly done there by the Sunshine Boys. And on that particular occasion, it was Emmanuel Zuocha who came up with that flimsy shot. So I was talking about the games that are on this afternoon in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League around Zimbabwe. ZPC Kariba host FC Platinum, while Black Rhinos take on Triangle. This one is in Manicaland. Then Ngezi Platinum Stars playing against Yada at the Baobab Stadium in Mondoro Ngezi. Over the halfway line now. It's the Bullets. She turns down to that far side as they look for a way to penetrate the Harare City side. So long ball from the back. So Spencer Masunda, a lot of people thinking that he was going to follow Lloyd Chitembwe to Caps United, but he has remained at Harare City and playing as a left back this afternoon. Kapinda for the Bullets, winning the Division 1 Northern Region Championship before football was halted by COVID. And they were really eager to play in the top flight league. But yeah, they had to wait for things to stabilize a little bit. And now they are with the big boys. Actually, they played well in the Chibuku Super Cup, going as far as the quarterfinals. So there was a good feat by the newbies. Sombewe. Well, to contend there with Clive Rupia, but getting benefit of the doubt from the referee. So match day 5 coming on the backdrop of some really bad news for Zimbabwe football, as FIFA wrote to the Zimbabwe Football Association saying that Zimbabwe were no longer a part of the world football family, and they will only be readmitted as and when the Sports and Recreation Commission reinstates the Felton Kamambo-led executive, which they suspended back in November for a litany of allegations. So corner kick to Harare City comes through. So another corner kick. This one is off Kudakwashi Chidonza. It will be taken on the near side. And Mandiranga will come through to take this one again, as he did on that far side. So we've gone 5 minutes in this game. Match day 5 encounter. Harare City 0, Cranborne Bullets 0. We are live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. The corner kick comes through. And it is a goal! Oh my goodness! That looked harmless. But Wilfred Muvirimi getting the goal after 6 minutes. Harare City 1, Cranborne Bullets 0. So yeah, just 6 minutes into the game, and Harare City are in the driving seat through Wilfred Muvirimi. And the assist coming from Emmanuel Mandiranga. So this is how the goal came. Oh my word. The goalkeeper had already committed. I feel sorry there for Tatenda Makoni, because that looked so harmless. City once again, but this time thwarted on that far side. So there was an infringement there, and free kick now to Cranborne Bullets. Mbewe onto the near side. But it's taken away. Zambezi onto Muvirimi, the goal scorer. Looking for options now. Still Harare City with possession onto that far side. But this time around, Tatenda Makoni manages to hold cleanly. Zambezi. Spread wide onto that far side. Masunda now looks up and crossfield ball finding Zambezi. Acres of space in front of him as they come once again. A chance! Oh, the far back post there. Oh my word. That was a really good opportunity there to increase the tally. Charlton. Masunda. A bit speculative, that is. You're fancying his chances from a distance. 10 minutes gone, Harare City 1, Cranborne Bullets 0. Wilfred Movirimi with all the important goal after 6 minutes. Bullets with a chance! Oh, they hit the post! Oh! Wanda Kapinda. Could have easily gone level there. That was a swift move. Jechere also involved there. But the crossbar is in the way. Was Shangiwa a well-beaten man? Knocked forward. City once again on that far side. Mbewe cleans up. And the referee, Tichana Mbidi, blowing for an infringement. So let's see what City can conjure up from this free kick. Very good position. Poorly taken. But they regain it. And a shot will come! Club Rupia failing to connect well with that one. Tried to hit it with so much venom, but in the end, it was just a poorly taken shot. Mbewe. Finding the skipper, Kapinda. But it's taken away by City now. They laid all the way back to Shangiwa, who's been reduced to a mere spectator here. Offside. Yeah, the referee hadn't seen that. And the flag was up on this near side for an offside on Wilfred Movirimi. Bullets still searching for an equalizer. And they come through on that far side. Chidonza. Laid all the way back. Now on the near side. Charlton, Chechere, poor cross from him. And Zambezi will hook it forward. Chidonza. Kudakwashi Chidonza once again. Mbewe. Xavier Janatana. But taken away by Mandiranga. City very comfortable at the moment. Zambezi, he's been playing up front. Not being bothered to defend there. That's Kudakwashi Chidonza right there in your picture. Rubia turns away from his marker. Finding Muvirimi. Oh, they're coming through once again. Ziocha. And Mandiranga! On the edge of the box, that was poorly done by Mano Mandiranga. Maybe in a game of rugby that can count as... So this was the header earlier on by Brian Muzondiwa. So Sean Ambiri, the referee of the afternoon, just going to assess the situation on that far side, but he's satisfied. So part of the crowd that's here at the National Sports Stadium, and from those colors you can tell they are Harare City supporters who are here. Yeah, the crowd is really poor here. Another offside. Gichere finding Mbewe. Cranborne Bullets happy to play in their defensive third. Sometimes it's really dangerous. But the youngsters confident that they can pull it in their own defensive third. Free kick, then to Bullets. So both teams have since lost some good players. Well, for Cranborne Bullets, in the Chibuku Super Cup, they had Marvin Wata, who was their top goal scorer. But he has since moved to Chikanine, and, well, he scored on his debut, 2 goals on his debut. So that was a big loss for them. The corner kick comes, headed forwards, but Shangiwa will claim it. And quickly dispatching. Oh, nicely done. Ziwocha looking for options. A chance there. Shot will come. Oh, my word. Rupia thought he had picked his spot. But Mandiranga was in his way. But in the end, only they could get was just that corner kick. But otherwise, good build-up by Harare City. As we go 19 minutes now. Harare City 1, Cranborne Bullets 0. Remember, they scored from another corner kick. It comes through. Header. Oh, yeah, not in the process. Donald Jinya.
Don't make it easy. Don't make it easy. Don't make it easy.
Chechere. Trying to set up Brian Zondiwa.
All right.
Mbewe. Zunyai heads it clear, but not very far. McClint, Namakoma didn't really utilize that opportunity. The throw-in quickly taken. Xavier Janatana finding his centre-half partner, Mbewe. Zondiwa misses the ball. He's grown a bit bulky, Zondiwa. Jinyai looking to offload, but instead finding Shangiwa at the back. Chapusha involved in the exchanges as well. And Spencer Masunda. So there was a clash there. So both players on the pitch there. Mandiranga breathing in agony, while Xavier Janatana is being attended to. So earlier I was talking about the sad chapter in Zimbabwe football with the Zimbabwe Football Association banned by the international organization, which is FIFA. So a lot of questions being asked about that ban, which, look, if you look at it anyway, this will further cripple the game, which has for years been in the intensive care unit. And what also this ban means, it means that Zimbabwe Football Association has lost all its membership rights with FIFA, meaning the country's national teams will no longer be allowed to participate in any international tournaments until the suspension is lifted. So the association, its affiliates like the Premier Soccer League here, women's football, junior football, will not benefit from any development programs, courses, or training from FIFA or even Confederation of African Football. And there won't be any funding coming to Zimbabwe. Yes, the domestic league will continue, but clubs will not be allowed to play in the CAF Champions League or the CAF Confederation Cup or any FIFA or CAF tournament for that matter. In fact, just to put it into context, Zimbabwe will not even be allowed to participate in the CASAFA Cup, despite the original tournament being on the FIFA calendar. But it is a preserve of the world governance body, FIFA. And it won't be good to see Zimbabwe taking part after the suspension. So AFCON 2023 qualifiers coming up next month. Zimbabwe will not be taking part. unless, of course, if the situation is remedied and FIFA can start talking with the Sports and Recreation Commission. Well, this only happen if they do reinstate the Felton Kamamboled executive. So that's the situation that our football finds itself in. So this was earlier. Just showing the physicality of the game there. And Xavier Janatana is going to be stretched out on that far side. So play finally resumes. So it's going to be a free kick to Cranborne Bullets. Innocent Zambezi penalized. So free kick from a very good position. McClinton and McCorner behind it. Plenty of green shirts inside that box, although it's packed by Harare City players as well. It'll come through, headed away. Not very far. Well, they're anticipating a penalty there. The Cranborne Bullets players. So 26 minutes have already elapsed in this game, and it's Harare City 1, Cranborne 0. Free kick quickly taken, and Shangiwa off his line. Kelvin Shangiwa really reading the game well in goal for the Sunshine Boys. They come again on the near side. An opportunity, and it's a goal! Emmanuel Mandiranga! Good play on that far side, but Manguiro once more. Not satisfied. Just exchanging notes there with Innocent Zambezi, but Mandiranga did well on that far post. There was the cross, and Mandiranga keeping his composure inside the box and just dragging it away from the goalkeeper to make it 2 for the Sunshine Boys. So Harare City 2, Cranborne Bullets 0. And they will make a change. Cranborne Bullets. Sure looks like Wanda Pikapinda will not be part of this game after getting injured. And he is replaced by Kevin Chiripawako. Chiripawako's first touch. Poor touch. Tapio Makoni. So there is another Bullet players. Well, there's another Cranborne Bullets player on that far side. As the referee calls for a medic to go and look at him. This is Wanda Kapinda, still being attended to. He's breathing in agony. You can see him wincing with pain. Mbewe. Chidonza. Crossfield ball. This one will go straight into the arms of Shangiwa. So 30 minutes gone. 2 goals for City. And 0 for Bullets. So another player down, but this time it's a Harare City player. So looks like we're continuing now. Spread wide onto that far side. Shangiwa collects. Zambezi looks up, finds the goal scorer, Muvirimi. They break once again. And a miscue from the goalkeeper, and Rupia is the first on the ball. Masunda onto Rupia again, but this time only finding Charlton Jechere. Chidonza. Namakoma. Chidonza again. Wide onto that far side. Xavier Janatana. But they will find the goalkeeper all the way on that far side. Muvirimi. Oh, turns well. Oh my word, the follow-up was not good enough, but they win it momentarily. Zambezi. So the other games that are going on concurrently with this one in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League, and the last we heard from the ZPC Kariba FC Platinum game is FC Platinum are leading by a goal to nil. The goal was scored by Gift Mbweti, and in Bulawayo, well, it was Chiefs nil, Tenax nil, while at the Baobab it was Ngezi Platinum Stars 1 and the other 1. So that's the last we heard from are the other centers. So Bullets making another change. Kachembere getting ready to come on. Otendai Kachembere. He's an experienced player. And he comes on for Chitonza. We'll then see what Kachembere will do in the middle of the park. So it looks like Wanda Kapinda is going to be taken away. We saw the medics there with their stretcher on the Cranborne Bullets technical area. So the free kick comes and Makoni punches it away, but not very far. Oh, no one there on the near side for the Sunshine Boys.
Let's switch on. We are digging.
Mudadi spreading it onto that far side, picking up Masunda. Looks back. Masunda makes a mess, and City under pressure at the moment. Offside on Brian Zondiwa. Rupia and Bewe with a cool head. Masunda. Mandiranga back to Masunda. So many options on the near side. And Zambezi is there. Picking up. Turn up on the near side. But Donald Mudadi. It's fine out delivery, not at par with what the other players were expecting. So that's a Wanda Kapinda now being put into that ambulance. So that's how bad it is. Rupia. A shot will come! How close was that? So some positional changes were made by Nesbet Saruchera after he pulled out Koli Gonyora, who was playing as a right back. As City come once again. Muvirimi miscues his effort. So the positional changes that were made, Chidonza, who was playing as the anchorman, dropped down to the right back, while Kachembere Tendai, who came on, was slotted into the defensive link position. Kachembere, but couldn't take it away from Rupia. Masunda now for Harare City. The cross will come. Oh, didn't find any takers, but still. And a shot, a good block from Bewe. Tadiwa, Chibunyu, onto Brian Muzondiwa. Well, he doesn't have the speed that he used to have some 6 years ago, Muzondiwa. But in the meantime, there's a Harare City player down inside the Cranborne Bullets box. So 5 minutes to the halftime breather. Harare City 2, Cranborne Bullets 0. The goals coming through in the 6th minute from Wilfried Muvirimi, and 21 minutes later it was Emmanuel Mandiranga with a beautifully taken goal. So Muvirimi are being attended to on the goal area there by the medics. Oh, he scored the first goal after 6 minutes, Wilfried Muvirimi. Good header down from an Emmanuel Mandiranga cross. Chibunyu for Bullets, looking for Muzondiwa, but cleared by Chapusha. Zambezi. Onto Mudadi. Muvirimi. Oziwacha. Onto Mandiranga. Oh my word. He could have easily scored his second there, Emmanuel Mandiranga. But it wasn't B. So, Wanda Kapinda is still here, but he's in an ambulance getting assistance from the medics. We'll keep you appraised on that situation as bullets come, but that raid thwarted. Nice build-up from the Bullets. Kachembere now switches the flanks. Poor communication there between the officials. The ball had since gone out on the near side. But Charlton Jechere kept playing. And in the end, the referee didn't see that his assistant had his flag up. Mudadi. Oh, he was with Mangwiro at a triangle. So obviously trekking to Harare with his coach. We've seen that happening on a couple of occasions where coaches would move around with certain players. Muzondiwa. And can a cross finally come from Muzondiwa? Well, that didn't happen. Muvirimi now for the Sunshine Boys. Picking up Rupia on the near side. Rupia. And Muvirimi, gives it away cheaply. All that hard work done by the Bullets, by the Harare City players. Just going to naught there. 45 minutes by our clock. Let's see what happens in the next minutes, because there's only 1 minute of time added on. Muvirimi goes away from his marker, but couldn't hit Rupia. But still City with possession. Janatana. So halftime it is. Here at the National Sports Stadium, match day 5, and the game that we are bringing to you, it's Harare City taking on Cranborne. Harare City leading by 2-0. Wilfred Muvirimi with the first goal after 6 minutes. The assist coming from Mandiranga, because it was a corner kick that he took in the 6th minute. Muvirimi was there to head it down past Tatenda Makoni in goal for Cranborne Bullets. Then Emmanuel Mandiranga picking spots after a beautiful run, and he made it 2 to the Sunshine Boys. So halftime it is Harare City 2, Cranborne Bullets 0.
Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
right, halftime it is, and what a cracker of a game. Harare City versus Cranborne Bullets, and I'm joined by the heavyweight of sport, Mr. Titch. No prizes for guessing which team he supports, but Mr. Titch, we were advocating for goals, and it looks like goals galore is going to be.
Yep, we got what we needed, 2 goals in that first half. It's been absolutely fantastic from Harare City. I think when we were watching them in the Chibuku Super Cup and in the early stages of the season, the biggest concern was whether they could get goals. And today, you know what, their forwards have been fantastic. Emmanuel Mandrang with the assist for the first goal from Uirimi, and then getting on the score sheet himself. So absolutely fantastic. And then you had Innocent Zambezi, Clive Rupia as well, causing all sorts of trouble for the Cranborne Bullets defense. Although if I was the head coach, Nesbitt Saruchera, I'll be very disappointed, especially with my back line. Their defending at times, Cranborne Bullets was very clumsy. And, you know,
it's even sure of what you're doing.
Disorganized.
The ball is bobbling around.
Bobbling around. And you know what, too many times we saw the Sunshine Boys getting behind the back line, like especially from the wide areas down that right flank as well, the left back for Kacherere. I think he had a torrid time. He won't want to see Zambezi and Muwirimi again, because they were teaming up on him and causing all sorts of trouble. And, you know, Cranborne Bullets did not have an answer. We saw in the 10th minute, I think, Mzondiwa Brian with that flashing header that hit the upright. That was their only real foray, I think, into the final third, and they haven't really created much.
Interesting, you mentioned Zambezi, another brand of Castle, our sponsors for the day. Many thanks to our sponsors, Castle Lager, bringing us the live coverage. This is the Week 5 edition, and we do have other games that are going on. 5 games currently happening around the country. ZPC Kariba and FC Platinum, Pure Platinum play, leading 1-0 at halftime, and as that man, Gift Mbweti, getting the goal for FC Platinum. Ngezi Platinum and Yada 1-1, and it was Murimba who did score for Yada, and the other game is Blair Chiefs 0-0 with the 10x. As we see visuals from the highlights for this match, this is the opening few minutes as you know, the Cranborne Bullets did make a way forward in the few instances that they were. You see the defense is not so sure. That's the second goal from Mandaranga, gifting them, and then we see Mandaranga taking all the dead balls. Look at that header.
A brilliant header.
That's the first goal.
Then the chance from Zondi was all hitting the upright, the only foray they had into it. But like I was saying, you look at Harare City creating so many chances, and you kind of feel like as much as they are 2-0 up, they could have scored more. Clive Rupia there, blocked by Mandraga. That looked like it was a surefire.
I'm sure he was trying to avoid the ball going towards the goal. This is one of the few free kicks that we saw for Cranborne Bullets in the attacking third.
They hardly threatened. Yeah, but I think Taurai Manguro will be the happier of the group. Look at the strength from Mandiranga there. Yes, the defense was clumsy, but you have to give credit to Mandiranga for his strength as well to hold off the defender, and then the precision with a hard and low shot to get the lead. So
the technique there in heading that ball there, that's Muzondiwa, was correct.
Oh, it was correct, and you feel like it was a few inches just because he made it bounce, you know, and the keeper was beaten already, but just couldn't get it just below the underside of the bar. They could have gotten an unlikely goal, and at that point it would have been 1-1, and maybe the complexion of the game would have changed. But yeah, so far I think Harare City have been very comfortable. Taurai Mangwiro, it's the second game in charge. He came from Triangle, so we'll be happy with that.
So, as I was mentioning, we did see goals in FC Platinum. They're leading. Ngezi Platinum Stars, they were leading before Chiguida made another own goal, and they're now 1-1. Blair Chiefs and 10x are still 0-0. But looking at the standings currently, if it stays as it is right now, FC Platinum will be on top with 10 points, followed by Ngezi Platinum.
Yeah, or that would then be business as usual as well, with the top, with the platinum teams going back to the top. But looking at the halftime score so far, I'm just happy that 4 out of the 5 games that we're watching right now have all seen goals. So that's a vast improvement from last week. I think it's only the Bulawayo Chiefs versus Tenex, and we're a game that's still goalless. And we were joking about this in the pre-match build-up, saying Tenex have been Father Christmas, giving away. But like I said,
not today, not today. After that first win, and then we had interesting scenes, rather a sad scene, as we saw Wanda Kapinda being, removed due to an injury, and he had to be taken away by an ambulance there.
Yeah, those are scenes you never want to see in football. And he looked like he was in severe pain. Had to be put into the ambulance. That's never a good sign. So hopefully it's nothing too serious, but he really did look in pain, and he had to be that injury happening in the first half, and Nesbitt Sarachera being forced to make some changes there. So hopefully we'll be getting an update from the team at the ground and see how serious that injury is, but hopefully it's not too serious.
We certainly hope that he will be well. And we were talking, during the game that today one of the former Warriors defender, Charles Yohane, being laid to rest, and we would have expected maybe to see players in armbands. What's your take?
No, I think it's a bit disappointing. Maybe it's a culture that we've seen it even at national team level. Whenever we lose legends or any former players, it's a culture I think that maybe we need to adopt, because who is going to honor Yohane if we don't? And even more pertinent today that today it's his burial, I think happening right here in Harare. So it would have been a nice way to just, it's a simple gesture, but it's a gesture that means a lot. Because even for people that might have been living under a rock, have no idea what's been happening, would have seen the players, they would have loved to see a moment of silence that we see across the world. But yeah, I think that was a sad loss for the football fraternity.
Okay, looking at the coverage of the Premiership, we're talking about the fans, and we're saying the cover charge is $3 for the rest of ground, $5 for VIP, $10 for the VVIP. But the numbers that we're seeing today, could it be maybe the opponents that we have playing today?
Well, obviously, Cranborne Bullets, Harare City, traditionally would not have had too many fans, but obviously you compound that with the issues that we've had with COVID-19. I think that would probably have been a hindrance. And if you look at what's been happening as well in the early stages of the season, this goal drought that was happening, I think without goals, the entertainment value goes down. So I'm excited by what we've seen so far in 4 of the games that are being played right now. 4 out of the 5, we've seen goals, 2 here. So I think once the goals start coming up, we start talking about Emmanuel Mandiranga with the assist and the goal. Clive Rupia was very good technically. I think you'll be disappointed that he didn't get a goal, because for me, he was it's a toss-up between him and Mandiranga for the best player for Harare City in the first half. Innocent Zambezi, Muvirimi getting the first goal as well. So I think, with ZTN showing the games, the guys who are at home right now have an opportunity.
Can also be making their own assessment.
Yeah, their own assessment, and maybe they've seen enough to make them want to go to games in future.
All right, we're about 2 minutes to go back to the live coverage that's coming up from the National Sports Stadium. We're giving you Harare City taking on the Cranborne Bullets, and that's proudly brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network in partnership, of course, with Africa Bet. Today they are on board giving us this game, and of course our sponsors for the Premier Soccer League, the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League, Delta Beverages under their banner, Castle, and we do say bring it home, as we say. Responsible drinking is always good, Mr. Tish, isn't it?
All the time. Enjoy your nice coffee.
Okay, we're going into the second half. Jerish Pangur is an option, maybe for Harare City, but with the way Clive Rupia has been marauding, especially up front there, and Emmanuel Mandiranga, maybe he might not be coming on soon. But what will be the options for the Harare City coach and also the Cranborne Bullets coach right now?
I think if I was coach Taurai Manguiro, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they do have good options. Timothy January on the bench as well. So they've got several options on the bench that can actually... Tatinda Tomba coming back from Caps United. But so far it's been working. I think if there's a coach who needs to tinker with the squad, obviously it has to be Nesbitt Sarachera. I think he won't be happy with what you've seen in the first half. Obviously losing Wanda Kapinda wouldn't have helped them, but we saw them making a change as well in that first half. An experienced player like Kachembere coming in as well. Hopefully he'll show up things and maybe try and
coming in second at the ball, especially in the middle of the park, and even the striker Feremba that we were talking about,
we haven't really seen
him because he's not getting any supply. They're losing the ball in the middle of the park, and I don't know what Nesbitt Sarachera is going to say to these guys, because they don't seem to be wanting to win right now?
Yeah, at times they look a bit lethargic, like they're not really, like you said, they're second to the ball, not really getting into all the challenges as they should. So I think they need to be more motivated going into this second half, because based on what we've seen, Harare City will be licking their lips and hoping they can actually get more goals in the second half.
Okay, your take? You think they'll come back in the Chibuku Super Cup? They came back from 1-0 down to win 2-1. You think they'll come back here?
Not based on what we saw in that first half.
Not even a 2-1?
They'll be lucky to get a goal. They haven't scored a single goal, Cranborne Bullets, throughout the 4 match days prior to this. So they'll have to put up a big improvement. But with the players that they have, hopefully the likes of Kachembele coming in will change things in the middle of the park, but I'm not optimistic.
All right, let's see how it goes. We're back to the National Sports Stadium for the second half.
But that's the situation that we have right now. Harare City leading Cranborne Bullets by 2-0. Let's see what the second half has got for us in store. Emmanuel Mandiranga right there in your picture. A goal plus an assist. Well, he could have made it even 2 goals for himself and 3 for City, but he blew a chance that he had fashioned out for himself towards the end of the first half. Kasolaga Premier Soccer League live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got another big encounter. Dynamos taking on Chickenine, also live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. As Bullets want to make 2 more changes, and we've got Tinotenda Meke getting ready to come on, and Meke comes on for Brian Muzondiwa, and we also have another change that they are going to make, Malvin Mudzuka. And Mudzuka is also going to be introduced for this second half. And he comes on for Chibunyu. So City will be getting us underway. Remember, they are leading by 2-0. And there are a couple of matches that are on this afternoon in match day 5 of the Kasolaga Premier Soccer. We'll also be talking about those matches. But second half is underway. Wherever you're watching us from, because we are live streaming on our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as our website. You can get us from anywhere in the world. As we continuously tell you, ZTN, get the picture. And that's the picture right there. So free kick, as the Muvirimi is impeded. So he's up. That's a good thing. He's even putting on a smile. So Muvirimi getting the first goal of this encounter after 6 minutes. So the free kick comes, header, and it's not that effective. To Donza. And City happy to play it back to Shangiwa on the near side. Colin Mujuru. Oh, he was with ZPC Kariba and moved during the January transfer window. One of the standout players in the Chibuku Super Cup for the ZPC Kariba side. So now he's with Harare City. Mandiranga picks up a loose ball on that far side and trying to set up another attack for the Sunshine Boys. Mudadi straight into the arms of Tatenda Makoni. Bullets now launching one on the near side, but Shangiwa is actually not a bad goalkeeper. Shangiwa reads the game really well. Can a cross come? Mbewe is solid that particular occasion. Bullets now onto Chidonza. Oh, poorly done. But still, with possession. Looking for options now. Kachembere in the center circle. And he will spread it wide to Jechere on that far side. Good play. Anybody home? A chance there! And Shangiwa. Keeps the scoreline intact. 2-0 to City. Well, that was a good opportunity right there for Cranborne Bullets to get one back. Tendai Kachembere now controlling proceedings in the middle of the park for Bullets. Mbewe. Janatana looks up, looking for support on the near side. Straight into the man. And Mandiranga gets a free kick. 50 minutes gone. Harare City 2, Cranborne Bullets 0. Masunda hoofs it forward, and Muvirimi, and a shot will come. Good block. It was Ziwacha with that snapshot on the edge of the box. So tomorrow we are back here at the National Sports Stadium, and the game that we will be showing you, Dynamos taking on Chicken Inn. So Chicken Inn really making a huge statement in the opening 4 match days, and Dynamos making some changes in the January transfer window. So it's going to be a humdinger of a game between those two teams. So make sure you make a date with us for that game tomorrow. But obviously, All eyes on this game today. Harare City taking on Cranborne. It's a Harare derby. Mbewe does well on that far side, holding on to possession. Yeah, full of trickery as well. It's normally stuff that you don't find from defenders. Mudadi knocking it forward, but Kachembere cooling things, finding Chidonza on the near side. Well, lacking anticipation. Much better from Cranborne in this second half. So Jechere hacked down on that far side. So throwing then on that far side. And Bullets quickly regain control. So Cranborne come through. Oh, timely intervention. But it's a penalty. Oh, would really love to watch this once again. It looked like he won the ball cleanly there, and he did. Yeah, a bit surprising though. Yeah, I'm sure this will be a talking point. Of course, Tinotenda Meke had an opportunity there. And the referee thinking otherwise. The referee of the afternoon, Tichao Nambiri, as we watch it once again. Yeah, surprised there. How did the referee come to that? Yeah, I'm also wondering from my vantage point here. Yeah, maybe a time is going to come where the referees will be using the video assistant referee for situations like this. Because otherwise, I think, Stan, you can talk to the referee all you want, but he's already made his decision. So penalty it is to Cranborne Bullets. Can they get one back? Everson Feremba. We know he's lethal when it comes to his head. We'll see how he does it from the ground. Everson Feremba, top goal scorer for Cranborne Bullets in Division 1 when Bullets won the promotional championship there. So it's Feremba! Nicely done. And Yabo appreciates. So 2-1. It is. And now we've got a game on our hands. They really started well, Cranborne Bullets, in the second half. As we watch the penalty once, oh, coolly done. Sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Mandiranga. Offside. They were trying to build it up nicely. But Mandiranga strayed into an offside position. Kachembere now. So you would wonder why Nesbet Saruchera started with a different team when he had cool heads like Kachembere on the bench. And you've got some clumsy players that he started with. Gonyora on the right back. I don't know, out of sorts today in this game. It was really difficult for him. And also Chidonza in the middle of the park. Jittery, to say the least. But now they look like they've stabilized. Do they have the stamina and the gusto to come back into this one? Cranborne Bullets. Because looking at their matches so far, they lost 1-0 in their opening match against Chicken Inn. And the goalkeeper handling outside the box. Not spotted again by the near side assistant referee. So Cranborne lost their opening game against Chicken Inn 1-0 as they come through once again. Then in their next game against Blawa Chiefs, it was a goalless draw. Then they lost again to Dynamos. Tawara Mangwiro is up, not happy with his charges at the moment. So 1 hour gone in this game. Harare City 2, Cranborne Bullets 1. So the loss against Dynamos for Cranborne was followed by another goalless draw with ZPC Kariba. And now, well, looks like another loss in the offing. But if how they started the second half is anything to go by, things might easily change for Cranborne. Throwing on that far side. City have really tried in the second half to get going, but it's always been very difficult. And Taurai Mangwiro was hoping that he would get 3 points today. Well, it's pointing to that for this man right there, but we'll see how the game progresses. So in the opening game of the 2021-2022 season, they drew goalless with Ngezi Platinum Stars, then went down to Herentals by a 1-0. And then that was followed up by a goalless draw against Caps United, then a 1-0 draw against Yada, then against Triangle it was another goalless draw. So they've got a point this season. They can easily make it 4 at the end of the 90 today. Rupia couldn't get to the end of that one. Bullets, Fani Mbewe, Kachembere. And they come through. An opportunity there. Oh, pass it on to the goalkeeper. He should have just hit it the first time. McClinton Namakoma is one of the guys that you think has got cool heads from the Cranborne Bullet side. But there, I think a sudden rush of blood to his head and didn't know what to do. Chidonza. A good play from the Sunshine Boys. And knock it forward onto the near side. Now they couldn't keep it in play on that far side, on the near side rather. Saruchera is very anxious. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose this one. It will complicate his life. Janatana makes a mess, only to get a reprieve from the far side assistant referee. Donald Mundadi wanted to continue with play there. Mbewe now for the Bullets. Putting it down nicely and taken away by City. It was Feremba bearing down on the Harare City defenders. Rupia now. What can he do from this end? Finds Muvirimi. Oh, it was Mudadi. Confined Rupia in turn. Janatana for Bullets. 65 minutes gone. And it's still Harare City leading by 2-1. Omandiranga got one of the goals. The second one to be precise. So going into match day 5, Manika Diamonds on top of the log standings, followed by Chicken Inn and Ngezi Platinum Stars. So Manika Diamonds, they are in action tomorrow. And we'll see if they can consolidate their position on top of the log standings. Healthy goal difference there A +5 for Manica Diamonds. Well, for these two teams that are playing here today, Cranborne Bullets on the 16th position with just 2 points, while Harare City are sitting on 3 from the 3 draws they got, and on position number 14. So 3 points today will do them a world of favor because it will move them to about 6 points. Well, talking about relegation, it's still early days, but you wouldn't want to see your team wallowing on the lower end of the table, because it might probably lead to you and your team going the rest of the season like that. So City would really want to avoid such a scenario. So Feremba penalized. For that foul on Hastings Chapusha.
Nothing, not even one cross in the second half, not even one.
So we keep on talking about tomorrow's game, as Dynamos will be hosting Chicken Inn. The game live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. So it's second place Chicken Inn taking on 7th placed Dynamos, but only 2 points between these two teams. Dynamos, if they win that one, they will be on 10 points. But if Chicken Inn win that one, they will be on 12. So we'll see you tomorrow and talk more about that game. Otherwise, today, these has been the crunching tackles coming through. And this was the goal that was scored by Feremba from 9 yards out for Cranborne Bullets' goal. Good penalty. As Rupia wins possession on that far side, but failing to capitalize. "20 minutes to full time. 20 minutes for Bullets to go 11, possibly win this game. 20 minutes for the Sunshine Boys to increase their lead here. Janatana looking for Feremba. He's the top man. Chidonza on the near side. Oh, good play. Kachembere makes a mess and taken away. Chidonza in trouble. So yellow card to Chidonza for that foul. Ziwacha Weed singing pain there. Oh, cynical challenge. So this one will go straight to the Bullets goalkeeper and quickly set up an attack. They come through on that far side. Looking for Feremba. Oh, he was waiting for the boy, Everson Feremba, but still. And he gives it away cheaply. Ziocha turns well. And Donald Mudadi hacked down. On the edge of the box, it was Mandiranga, and a shot will come. Danger there! Oh, good block. That was a timely intervention by Xavier Janatana. Otherwise, another very dangerous looking boy had been threaded inside that box. So he was Rupia with that cross. So corner kick it is. As City will be making a change. Jerry Chipangura getting ready to come on. And Chipangura comes on. For the Sunshine Boys, he comes on for Emmanuel Mandiranga. Well played, Mandiranga. Goal and an assist. The corner comes through. Poorly taken. Feremba. And he's kicked in the back. Masunda will clear. Chidons are playing it back, finding Kachembere. Mbewe also involved in the exchange. 75 minutes gone. Just 15 minutes to the end of this game. 15 minutes. Of course, there's time added on at the end. We'll see how the referee will look at that. An opportunity then for Rupia. And he's pushed off the ball, but went down rather easily. There was no way that the referee was going to look at that and try to give anything at all. Bullets looking for another goal, but good tracking back from City. Ziocha now driving forward onto that far side. Can a cross come? Oh, he pushed it too much, Jerry Chipangura. But still, he gets an applause from his coach, Taurai Manguiro. Chidonza. Just Musaka under pressure at the moment. And he wins a throw in near the corner flag. Chidonza knocking it forward once again. Can a cross finally come? An opportunity! Shot! Blocked. And Shangiwa comes to the rescue and sets up an attack immediately with Chipangura on that far side. Good crossfield ball. And Ziwocha finds Chipangura! Oh. Yeah, Manguiro leave it. He's asking him why. Time slowly taken away for the Cranborne Bullets. Spencer Masunda now for Harare City, picking up Ziwocha. He's full of running this afternoon, Ziwocha. His run's very crucial for City in midfield. Good play. This is match day 5 in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League, and 10 minutes to the end of the game here, with Harare City leading by 2-1. Can they keep the status quo, or can they extend their tally with just a drop in the ocean as you look at their fans here? Yeah, but they are not deterred, those fans, still singing. Yeah, just a handful of them. Just 5 to be precise on that far side, clad in those yellow tops. The corner comes, knocked down by Musaka. Chapusha. Oh, he wins it. Chipangura now. Crosses into the box and it's cleared. Kelvin Chiripawako was the man there with that clearance for Cranborne Bullets. Chipangura and Tatenda Makoni this time does well in goal for Bullets. Chidonza looking for options, but taken away by Musaka. Finds Mudadi, knocking it to Jerry Chipangura on that far side. Chipangura with a cross. But now, let's see who's going to be coming on for Harare City. So Clive Rubia looks like he's done his part, and Timothy January is going to be introduced. He's been around for some time, Timothy January. Made his name playing for How Mine, the now defunct How Mine. And he went to Triangle. Now he's in the capital. Looks like he's following Taurai Manguiro. And Ziwocha also makes way for Tatenda Tumba, who made a return this January to Harare City. Remember, he was on the books of Caps United. So now he's back with the Sunshine Boys. Corner kick. El Mudadi couldn't get his head to that one. But City not done yet. Mudadi. And January clattered into. That was his first touch, and yeah, the way he's writhing there in agony, or more like play acting. So yellow card to Charlton Jechere for that foul on January. So Ben Musaka will take this free kick from that far side. Tatenda Makoni just barking instructions to his players to make sure that they shield his goal area. Musaka, Hero! Poppling around in the area, and it's a goal! Tatenda Tumba! Persistence. If persistence was a person, Tatenda Tumba would be persistence. Free header inside the 6-yard box. And Makoni, well, you have to feel sorry for this man. I'm sure every player would really want to come on and get a goal. What a fairy tale there for Tatenda Tumba. Came off the bench, and you're barely on the pitch. You got a goal. Oh, nicely done by this young man. So 3-1 to Harare City. 85 minutes gone. Yeah, looks like now it's a mountain to climb for Cranborne Bullets. So this was a free kick from Ben Patrick Musaka. Tumba with the header, got up, tried to run the goalkeeper, and his efforts in the end, just finding itself in the back of the net. January pushed off the ball. Jechere now looks up, looking for Feremba. Knocked forward on that far side, but it's taken away by City. Musaka. Oh, they've got the luxury to just knock it around at the back. Well, who wouldn't be when you're leading by 3-1? Masunda onto the near side. finding Zinyai. Oh, it's Spencer Masunda rather. But poor ball from Spencer Masunda in the end. So that's a man with the third goal, Tatenda Tumba. Barely after coming on, getting that third goal for the Sunshine Boys. Well, he was promoted from the juniors by Taurai Manguiro, and with the return of Taurai Manguiro to the club, he then made a return to the club following his stint with Caps United. 2 minutes to full time here at the National Sports Stadium. We're live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. So Taurai Manguiro was also with the Zimbabwe Warriors at the Africa Cup of Nations. He was assisting Norman Mapeza. Yeah, but with the ban imposed on Zimbabwe, we won't be talking about the Warriors until what FIFA want is done by the Sports and Recreation Commission of Zimbabwe. Oh, good play from City, comfortably knocking it around. Even under pressure, Chapusha was there on that far side. But they can relax and make sure they consolidate their gains in this game as they are leading by 3-1. Just a minute to full time. We'll see how many more minutes we're going to play of time added on. Tumba. January. Musaka. Oh, beautifully done by the Sunshine Boys. Masunda. So we're going to play 3 more minutes in this game. Can Crown Bullets find 3 goals to win this game in 3 minutes? Cross will come. So corner kick. So part of the crowd here, sitting in that VIP enclosure. A shot will come! Oh, Tumba looking for a second here for himself and a fourth for City. Very unlucky there to Tatenda Tumba. January with a corner kick. Zinyai onto Mudadi. But Cranborne Bullets can come up with an attack of their own. Spray it nice onto the near side. Masunda penalized for a push. So just 1 more minute to play in this game. 2 minutes of time added on played already. Chidonza with a poorly taken free kick. I think that just sums up the Cranborne Bullets day today. So this was the earlier attempt by Tatenda Tumba, where he could have easily gotten his second goal. And Tichaon Mbini blowing to end this game here at the National Sports Stadium. Live action that we're bringing to you right here on Zimbabwe Television Network. Harare City winning by 3-1 against the Cranborne Bullets. Good day in the office for the Taurai Mangwiro coach side, as they got their goals through Wilfred Muvirimi after 6 minutes, Emmanuel Mandiranga after 27 minutes, and Tatenda Tumba off the bench to grab the third one after 85 minutes for the Sunshine Boys. And for Cranborne Bullets, Everson Feremba getting one back after 57 minutes from the penalty spot. Or if you ask me, a penalty that was not supposed to have been a penalty. But that did not deter the Taurai Mangwiro coach side, as they got maximum points playing at home. So this is his second game in charge after making a comeback to the Sunshine Boys. Remember, coming into this game, Harare City was sitting on 3 points. So add 3 more onto that. They are now on 6 points. While for Cranborne Bullets, it's still tough. Still sitting on 2 points. That's just how difficult life has been for them. So full time here at the National Sports Stadium. Harare City 3, Cranborne Bullets 1. Here's some of the tackles, crunching tackles that we saw in this game. The players not afraid to commit. Yeah, some of these things though, they make the game the world's most beautiful game. So let's now go down to the pitch side to Patience Namburo as she talks to the 2 coaches, and she's going to be talking to the losing coach, Nesbet Saruchera of Cranborne Bullets first.
A great game of football here at the National Sports Stadium. That was the Castle Premier Soccer League Match Day 5 fixture. That was Harare City taking on Cranborne Bullets, and it ended as 3-1 in favor of Harare City. Now joining me to talk about what happened in the match is Cranborne coach Nesbet Saruchera. Great to have you back, coach.
Thank you.
Now, that was not the result that you wanted, though. When you spoke earlier, you were hoping for better points from your boys, but are you happy with the way they played today?
I'm not happy. We had about 2 forced substitutes. Dismantled our rhythm, so we are not happy. We're going to fight maybe to make sure we get 3 points in our next encounter, but the result was not good for us.
And then back to the drawing board for you and your boys. What are you going to be working on to make sure that they improve, to make sure that they're going to be ready for the upcoming games?
We are just hoping those who are injured will be back. Like if you can see, they were all the 4 defenders were not around, so maybe we are just hoping the other guys will be back so that maybe we can try to collect 3 points.
Now, thank you very much, Coach Shaba. All the best in your upcoming games.
Thank you so much.
Now, that was Coach Nesbet Saruchera from Cranborne Bullets. Not happy with how his boys played. He spoke there about the injury and some of the substitutions that he made that he says costed how his team played. Now, joining me again is assistant coach from Harare City, Coach Kaseke. Great to have you back, Coach.
Thank you.
Now, congrats are in order. Are you happy with how your boys played today?
Very happy indeed.
Now, when Coach Mangiro returned, he spoke earlier that he meant business and he had unfinished business with Harare City. From the action that we saw today, are we going to be seeing more of such positive game from your boys?
Of course, yes, we're going to be seeing more of these positive games from our boys.
Now, thank you very much, Coach. All the best in your upcoming games.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Now, that was Coach Kaseke from Harare City, a man of not so many words. You would expect him to be happy with how his boys have played today. Now, joining us is our man of the match, Innocent Zambezi. Yes.
Yeah, for today, it's a good thing. We are all happy. It was a good game, as you saw it. Yeah.
Now, going to my games at Muruguzotamba next, what are your fans to expect from you? Are they supposed to expect more action like this from you?
Yeah. They have to expect that. And because if we look back, all the years back, all the seasons back, we're struggling to be in the top list. So for this season, they have to expect more because we're focused. We are looking forward to do better than the past seasons.
And what would you like to say to your fans who are rooting behind you guys as you play today? What would you like to say to Harare City fans?
To Harare City fans, support us, be with us always. Have faith with us, we'll always do the best.
Thank you very much, Zambezi.
You're welcome. Thank
Congratulations again. Now, that was our man of the match, Innocent Zambezi. Amazing 90 minutes of football from here at the National Sports Stadium. Now, catch us again tomorrow at 3 o'clock as we bring you Dynamos taking on Chicken Inn. Now, that was all we had from you from here. My name is Patience Namburo, and thank you for watching.
Is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle. My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
All right, end of the final whistle. Harare City versus Cranborne Bullets, and Harare City, the Sunshine Boys, basking in the glory of a 3-1 victory. For a minute there, Mr. Tech, we thought that the first half was more entertaining than the second before those substitutions that came in from Taurai Manguero.
Yeah, when the Sunshine Boys came into the second half, they looked a bit lethargic, a bit too comfortable. Where they had been exciting in the first half, Mandiranga, Rupia, Wiremi, and the second half, especially in the first, I think, 10, 15 minutes of that second half, they seemed like they'd put their foot off the gas. And that's when we saw Cranborne Bullets coming through and getting
the penalty.
getting a penalty, scoring it. You know, there might be debate about the penalty because it looked like he got the ball, but you know that's
maybe it was the issue of the open foot.
yeah, it looked like he went in with his
challenge.
feet. He gave he gave the referee Mbira a decision to make today, and he made that decision. But the changes that Tauré Manguero made, I think, in the last quarter of the game, bringing in Tumba and January to come in. We saw Tumba getting a goal from a set piece as well, Ben Musaka as well. So you look at the two of the 3 goals that Sunshine Boys scored today, all coming from the set piece. So I think that's an area that
they're quite strong with.
Will be very happy with. And for Tumba, he could have gotten a brace today.
The diminutive.
The diminutive player, smallest player on the park. But, you know, for those 10, 12 minutes that he was on the park, it was quite exciting. And, you know, I think I'm really happy for Tauré Manguero and the players that he has at his disposal, because when you remove the likes of Mandiranga, Arupia, Zambezi, and you can bring on the likes of Tumba and January and Ben Musaka, and you know you can turn it on again. And yeah, so they'll be the happy of the sides. For Cranborne Bullets, I think Nesbit Saruchera says he wasn't happy. Those 2 forced changes in the first half, he says they affected their rhythm. Although, you know, from watching the game, it looked like even before,
much rhythm,
even before that, there wasn't much rhythm. Yeah, so that wasn't too good for them. But the positive for them is, for the first time in the top flight in their history, Cranborne Bullets today finally got the goal.
And
of course, it had to be him.
Their top goal scorer in the qualifying phase, as they made it to the Premiership, Firema, and he did score 2 goals against Harare City again.
It came back to haunt them
in the
again.
Chibuku Super Cup. So this is the broadcast brought to you by Zimpapers Television Network. Many thanks, of course, to our sponsors, Africa Bet. If you do fancy your chances as a punter, you could have made money today just by saying both teams to score. Mr. Tich said BTS plus 2.5. That would have probably been paying more than close to $3 per dollar. So we do have more games tomorrow, so you must fancy your chances and put your money on any of the following teams. Tomorrow we do have Manika Diamonds versus Caps United. That's at Sakuva Stadium. Wawa versus Herentals, the students at Ascot Stadium. Bulawayo City versus Highlanders Ipo. So this is a derby at Barberfield Stadium. And of course, our match for tomorrow that we're going to be bringing you, Dynamos Dimbare versus Chicken Inn. This is happening at the National Sports Stadium, 3 p.m. It's going to be happening here. So if you do fancy your chances, BTS again on the Dynamos and Chicken Inn game. But looking at results from other matches, Mr. Tich, FC Platinum losing the lead that they had held on for more than 60 minutes and drawing 1-1 with ZPC Kariba. And Ngezi Platinum Stars also drawing 1-1 with Yada, and Bulawayo Chiefs drawing 0-0 with Tenex. So 3 more draws again in this week. Triangle, they won versus Black Rhinos.
Yeah, they
2-1
won
it was.
2-1 in Montana at Sakuva Stadium, yeah.
So we do have 2 victories and 3 draws in the lineup for matches for today, but only 1 game that had no goals. So I think in terms of the goals, we should be seeing more of them coming tomorrow. Man of the match performance from Zambezi.
Well, that was the pick. My pick would have been Emmanuel Mandiranga for his assist, first of all, for Amawirimi's goal. And then every time that he was on the ball, he looked bullish. You know, he had the power, he had the pace. So he would have been my pick as well. Zambezi as well, in the early stages, especially down that right channel, gave the Cranborne Bullets defense a torrid time. But I think I would have even put Clive Rupia above Zambezi. But yeah, you know,
he was full of running.
He was full of running. Very good control of the ball, and he was holding it up and allowing, you know, the Mandiranga on the left to run behind the defense, allowing Zambezi, who was voted the man of the match, to run down the right as well.
Okay, if we look at the log standings, looking at the latest log standings, not much change, especially with these draws. If FC Platinum had won, they would have gone atop, but it seems like Manika Diamonds will still remain on top.
Yep, the Gem Boys, they've got a tough encounter tomorrow. They've got a Caps United side with Chitembo saying, you know, he hasn't really had time with his team to work on putting his team together. But, you know, I think he's at 2 games now. So Caps will be going there hoping to get a 1 over the Gem Boys, who started really well, takes the defeat for the first time last week. So, you know, their character will be on will be put to test tomorrow to see if they can hold on to this early lead in the league race so far.
The Gamecocks, if they can win tomorrow, they will definitely go top. Same with Maneka Diamonds. If Dynamos win, they might also go top, depending on how other teams play. So it's really an open play in as far as the games are concerned.
Yeah, well, it is only match day 5. So, I mean, a lot of teams will go to the top. A lot of teams will be removed to the top. I think it's going to be a while yet till we see the league taking shape.
Credit to Tenex. After conceding,
they've conceded 11 goals, right?
In 3 games.
In the first 3 games, and in their last 2 games. Last week in match day 4, they picked up their first win. Didn't concede a goal. Today as well, they travelled to Bulawayo against the Bulawayo Chiefs. Remember Bulawayo Chiefs in match day 3, that important win against FC Platinum. And I think they would have been thinking this was a good way to sort of bounce back from the sputter that they had last week when they couldn't get the maximum 3 points. But for
against
Tenex,
the Gamecocks, and they did score.
Yeah,
we would have thought that they would have scored against Tenex. But
so I know their coach very well, Shadrack Mugurasawa. He'll be very well. He's a very experienced coach. He's been here before with Buffaloes, and this time around coming back with Tenex. So he'll be happy that they're not conceding because they were donating goals, and we were making a bit of fun of them during the preview. But for them to go from conceding 11 and 3 to 0 in 2 games, I think that's a vast improvement. So 4 out of a possible 6 points for the correctional services outfit. So good for them in terms of the return to football, especially in 2022.
Mr. Titch, I have to thank you so much for coming to the studio today. Your team, Manchester United, I don't know what's going to be happening, but if you fancy Manchester United to win today, you can give them, put your money on Manchester United. That's what Mr. Titch says. Africa Bet will be on hand to take your bet if you are optimistic that Manchester United, Ralph Rangnick and team will be able to get a victory today. It's very easy. All you have to do is understand the odds and put your money in. Many ways that you can bet. You can bet for goals. You can even bet for corners. You can bet for a player to score. You can bet for a BTS. You can bet a number of goals, which is 2 goals or 3 goals or as many goals as you wish. That's how easy it is. All you have to do is visit our website for Africa Bet, africabet.co.zw, and it's very easy for you to come on board, place your bet if you do fancy your chances. Many thanks to our sponsors for today. That's Africa Bet. We're back again tomorrow with them right here, and of course our sponsors, Castle Lager, for bringing us the sponsorship for the Premier League. And tomorrow it's going to be Chazunguza taking on
the Gamecocks.
The Gamecocks, Chicken Inn. What's your take on tomorrow's game?
I think that is going to be an exciting game. I think Chicken Inn have been one of the informed teams in the league so far. Dynamos, big team, big brand, and they'll be at home and they'll be looking also to probably get some goals, because I think their coach Tundra Andrea speaking in the build-up to this game, saying that they brought in a couple of foreign-based players. I think a couple of players from Ghana as well and Nigeria, hoping that they can get goals. So I'm happy that today already we're only halfway through match day 5, but we've already seen
at the pace.
More than 10 goals that we saw
last
in
week
the entirety. So
nine
it's a good
games.
sign. So I'm looking forward to that and a couple of games as well tomorrow that we'll be looking forward to. So good start, especially in the game that we're covering right here on the Papers Television Network. 4 goals in that one. Harare City walking away with the bragging rights, and Tarai Mangwiro will be happy. Cranborne finally scoring. So I think just about every team right now in the Premier Soccer League has scored. So goals. That's what we want to see, and hopefully that's what we'll see tomorrow as well.
Mr. Titch, the undisputed heavyweight of sport, right here on the Zim Papers Television Network. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks once again to Castle Lager and Delta Beverages, and also Africa Bet for bringing us this coverage. We're back again tomorrow, same place, right here on Zim Papers Television Network. Do join us as we're giving you Dynamos taking on Chicken Inn, the Gamecocks. My name is Blessing. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.